Good afternoon. My name is Roy Johnson. I am a senior international economics and finance major, and today I will be presenting to you about Golf with a Purpose, the East Lake Golf Club expansion. This is for your consideration. For the past 14 years, the First Tee program at Charlie Yates Golf Course has helped more than 500 students attend and graduate college. The program has also offered scholarships totaling $150,000 to students in the community. Now, unfortunately, due to the economic recession, Charlie Yates Golf Course is unable to maintain its consistency with keeping up the course maintenance. Also across the door is East Lake Golf Club, which hosts the annual FedEx Cup for the PGA Tour as the Professional Golf Association of America. Now, East Lake, unlike Charlie Yates, is a private course and golf club, which means that it does not rely its source of income on individual members. Now, I want you to think about this. If there were a golf course that helped its community and all of its children attend college and graduate, would you do everything in your power to help it? Well, that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. I would like to consolidate East Lake Golf Course and Charlie Yates Golf Course in order to promote a better growth opportunity for the East Lake community. My proposal. I propose that East Lake Golf Club acquire Charlie Yates Golf Course, redesign the layout for play, and allow the First Tee program to continue at East Lake. Now, the First Tee program is that specific program which helps students enter college and helps them matriculate throughout college. Now, the purpose of this is to save the East Lake community from falling back into poverty, to continue assisting high school students financially throughout college, and to allow the Charlie Yates Golf Course to survive bankruptcy. Also, the PGA Tour has approached East Lake and said that they would appreciate if they could expand its golf course for play. Luckily, this opportunity helps compensate both parties. Who am I? Just to give you a brief description about myself, my name is Roy Johnson. I am an assistant golf pro at East Lake Golf Course. I am president of my chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, and I am also the construction manager for Habitat for Humanity. Before being assistant golf pro at East Lake, I was the caddy for 8 years. I have also been a summer analyst at JP Chase Investment Bank. The reason I list those details is because I want you to know that I have worked with finances, I have worked with budgets, and I have seen projects come through my desk which we have tackled and we've been able to create a great success. This is a project which I think we can both undertake. A little background on Charlie Yates. Now, Charlie Yates has been a main hub for Atlanta for all types of businessmen for a number of years since the mid-'70s. It is an executive par 3 course, which means that it does not have full-length golf holes. And it also is only open on specific days throughout the week because it cannot continue maintenance for every single day. Now, it ranks 35th among the top 50 public courses in Atlanta. It accommodates 3,500 spectators, and the course has hosted the First Tee program, which I spoke about earlier, since 1997. The course, unfortunately, is expected to go into default by 2015 unless we can do something to help stave that off. Now a little about the First Tee program. The First Tee program began in 1997 in the East Lake community. The purpose of the program is to take minority youths in impoverished communities and bring them into golf environments. Now, the purpose of that is to get them acclimated to a different sort of sphere than they're used to being in. Here they get to learn skills about daily lives, about golf profession, and also they get help and assistance with the problems that they're having in school, whether it's math, social studies, or science. Now, the purpose of this program is to not only matriculate them through high school, but to ensure that these youths get to college. And when they get to college, the First Tee program offers them $150,000 or more in scholarships. Now, since its inception, more than 500 students have graduated high school and college going through the First Tee program. So why do I mention this? If Charlie Yates were to go into default, then we would lose out on great opportunities for not only ourselves, but our youths, our grandchildren. Just think about what saving something today could mean for your grandchildren's future down the line. Now a little about East Lake Golf Club. East Lake, fortunately, is the 20th best golf course in the U.S. It is a private-only membership course. It currently hosts the annual FedEx Cup for the PGA Tour, an event that capitulates $4 million in revenue every single year. Now, currently, planning redevelopment for several holes is the perfect opportunity for us to go in and implement our design for a new layout on the golf course. Now, if we do that, we are guaranteed a 10-year contract for hosting the event. It also would accommodate 4,000 spectators, and we're looking to expand our ticket sales reach. Unfortunately, since it's such a small course as of now, we can only hold a capacity of about 3,500 to 4,000 people. But if we did acquire Charlie Yates, not only would we secure the contract with the PGA Tour, but we would expand our doors to accommodate up to 7,500 people. And just think about what the ticket sales would be if we were able to do that. Our plan of execution. First, we need to purchase the rights to Charlie Yates Golf Course in the First Tee Foundation. Next, we will extend potential membership opportunities to current Yates members. Then we will target our course shutdown date to immediately follow the 2012 FedEx Cup. What would occur during this course shutdown is we would undergo our redevelopment. We would tell all members that they would have to stave off for just a few months until we are able to get the course back into play for regular members. Then we will contract Caterpillar Incorporated to redevelop land, our course layout, our new clubhouse, and our course barriers. We will then extend the reach for our First Tee program to triple the amount of students that are already in place. We will expand our scholarship fund to every corporate membership, a mandatory scholarship per corporate member. Now this is probably the biggest pinnacle of the pitch, is that we want every single member who becomes a member of Eastlake from here on out to guarantee us a grant or scholarship contribution yearly on top of their membership fees. So what you're saying is that by having a number of corporate partners pull together to create a scholarship fund for our own community, just think about the amounts of millions of dollars that could go into this. While you could pay for your child's tuition to Harvard for the next 20 or 30 years if you so choose. But again, it would only start if we take action today. Now here are some of the benefits offered. Our expansion from 7,500-yard course, which Eastlake currently is, to a 13,000-yard course. That offers new playing holes, new designs, new layouts, new walking plans for everybody to take part in. Our capacity will increase from 4,000 to 7,500 spectators. Charlie Yates gains a direct line of income from corporate memberships. No longer will they have to rely on day-by-day members or for people just to come around for a few moments if they choose to hit a few golf balls. We can actually say that we are going to be able to secure a main line of income for X amount of years. The Eastlake community youths are able to continue through the First Tee program. Amounts of students greatly increase. That's probably the biggest takeaway from this, is that we're not only benefiting from this financially, but socially. We are preparing our youths to be better men, better women, better career aspirants down the line. Eastlake secures a host position for FedEx Cup with 10-year, $40 million deal guaranteed. And of course, the corporate sponsors of FedEx Cup become direct investors of Eastlake Golf Club. Now, wouldn't it be amazing if we could host a tournament here in our own community where Coca-Cola, McDonald's, General Electric, even Apple are direct investors? Statistics and data on golf courses and competitors. Now, just to show you that Charlie Yates is in a very, very dire financial situation, here is a small graph that shows you what the continuation pattern has been for public versus private courses over the past years. Since the financial recession here in April of 2008, we see that public courses have gone on the rise and almost doubled in the amount of bankruptcies and foreclosures, compared here to private courses who, since the financial recession hit, have sort of increased a tick, but have also sort of staved away. Now the reason for that is that for luxury members, the public courses aren't necessarily going to be something they want to keep around. If you already have a private membership to a golf club, then you're used to that style of living. But people who earn sort of $150,000 to less in income are not able to continue in public courses. That way, if we consolidate Charlie Yates into Eastlake, it becomes a private course and no longer is exposed to this sort of risk. Here's the cost breakdown, the hard numbers of the matter. Charlie Yates Golf Course, acquiring it, the cost would be $2.2 million. The construction fees that we would have to take into play would be $1.75 million. The membership fees, however, that we will gain from going to corporate sponsors would total $7 million. That's only with a rough estimate figure of 20 corporate sponsors. Our legal fees, $250,000 to make sure that anything that occurs is all titled. Supplies, they would total about $500,000. And our sponsorships is really where we'll get a bulk of the money from, $20 million. That means each member putting forth $1 million worth of advertisement, worth of sponsorship time, worth of commercial times, worth of banners to go around our course. And of course, the tournament fees that the USGA will pay for us hosting the FedEx Cup will be $10 million. If you take all that together, we would net $32.3 million throughout this process. Now that's expected to have a 10-year turnaround time, but I'm sure that if we only put forth about $10 million now and get $32.3 million later, it's well worth the investment. Our projected gains and benefits. We get secured membership and FedEx Cup tournament fees. We get a growth in graduation rates and our community involvement. We increase our sponsorship opportunities and our donations to scholarship funds. We expand our playing field, and also we increase the capacity that we are able to hold along with our ticket sales. On all factors, this is a win-win situation. In conclusion, I would just like to remind you that this all takes action in order to come into play. These are the key points I want you to remember when walking away today. Be the leader in your community. We need to save not only our courses, but our children's futures. Become an iconic PGA Tour course, and we want to extend our reach to become a greater presence in Atlanta. If people can say that East Lake Golf Club took the initiative to go across the street, lend a helping hand to those who were impoverished, and still was greatly concerned about their community and not only a profit, then just think of the lasting impression that will have on us not only in Atlanta, but across the nation, and one day the world. That concludes my presentation. I would like to thank you for your time, and I hope that if you have any further questions regarding this matter, I can answer them for you at a later date. Thank you, and have a good day.